Open your eyes. Wake up, Link.
Alright everybody, what's up? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to my Let's Play of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I am so excited to be bringing this to you guys immediately after Twilight Princess. I thought about maybe doing a shorter series beforehand, like maybe just like a shorter game, or like maybe just play some like, I don't know, there's all sorts of games that we could play that have been really short to do. And it would have taken me maybe 10 episodes, or maybe even less than that, or just like have some games in between. Like it didn't have to be a series, it could be like Mario Kart or something, but I decided to jump straight in to the Let's Play. This Let's Play is going to be a lot longer than Twilight Princess. This game is a lot bigger. It is probably the biggest Zelda game of... Actually, I can go ahead and guarantee you it's the biggest Zelda game of all time. And I wouldn't be surprised if it takes us about 90 episodes. But we had a mysterious voice telling us to wake up from our deep slumber here in this strange area, and there was some emphasis put on this thing over here, so let's check it out.
That is a Sheikah slate. Take it. It will help guide you after your long slumber.
This is the Sheikah Slate, a mysterious tablet with a glowing center. You've never seen this device before, and yet there's something familiar about it. Alrighty, so this door is open and now we can make our way into here, and there's two chests for us to open. This has an old shirt, and it was made a long time ago and is coming apart at the seams, and the sleeves are a bit on the short side. And so now it shows us how to open our inventory, so we press the plus button if you're on the Wii U, and I'm not sure about the Nintendo Switch, but we are playing on the Wii U version. And we'll add the shirt, and here's a little quick thing I want to show you guys. If you try to open the chest from behind and you kick it, Link will actually grab his foot because it kind of hurts a little bit. But you can stand behind any chest and open it. But once you put on like boots or shoes or something, or any pants, once he kicks it, it won't be a problem. He won't actually perform that animation. And so this platform over here is opened, or starting to light up. So let's check it out.
Hold the Sheikah slate up to the pedestal. That will show you the way.
So apparently, if we hold our Sheikah slate up to this pedestal, it's going to show us the way. So it lights up and recognizes the Sheikah slate. Authenticating. Sheikah slate confirmed. And this giant door is going to open up. And it appears that is the outside world.
Link, you are the light. Our light. That must shine upon Hyrule once again. Now go.
Alrighty, so this strange person is telling us to go, that we are the light. that will shine on Hyrule once again. And so there's a new mechanic in this game, climbing. And we also have the stamina wheel just like in Twilight Princess, and we can upgrade both that and our heart a little bit later on. But once we walk out here, we're going to get a cinematic cutscene of the entire world here. And there it is. And this, guys, is the world of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. And there appears to be an old man here. But everything also appears to be in ruins as well. So let's pick this up. This is a tree plant branch, and also this area is known as the Great Plateau, as shown in the bottom left hand of your screen. So anytime you visit a new area, that is where you will figure out the location. The game itself will tell you, and sometimes it may tell you in the center of the screen. Actually, I believe that only happens once. And this is a Hylian shroom. Eat it to restore half a heart. So let's take a couple of these, and we'll grab a couple of tree branches that we can use as a weapon to attack enemies if we need to. And there's some more mushrooms over here. Another tree branch. Go ahead and grab that. Grab these shrooms. And I thought that was a mushroom right there. Oh, there's one right there though. And we can grab onto it. And the game's being a little laggy here today. I'm not sure. So let's push this boulder, and we can actually push it all the way down the hill, and you can watch it roll. It's pretty fun to watch, and see, there it goes, all the way down to the bottom. Yeah, this game takes on a lot of physics, so keep that in mind. So hello, Mr. Old Man here. Oh, he's got a baked apple. I beg your pardon? I do believe that is my baked apple. You can't just go around about taking whatever you please. Oh, forgive me. I could not resist pulling your leg. Please help yourself. An apple and an open flame make for a succulent treat. It's a bit strange to see another soul in these parts. Who are you? Me? I'll spare you my life story. I'm just an old fool who lives here, alone, for quite some time now. What brings a broad-eyed young man like you to this place? Where are we? Answering a question with a question. That is fair enough. As I cannot imagine our meeting to be simple coincidence, I shall tell you. This is the Great Plateau. According to legend, this is the birthplace of the entire kingdom of Hyrule. That temple there. Long ago it was the site of many sacred ceremonies. Ever since the decline of Hyrule, of the kingdom 100 years ago, it has sat abandoned in a state of decay. Yet another forgotten entity, a mere ghost of its former self. Oh, that's too bad, isn't it? We'll grab this, and it's a torch. So, we can switch weapons by press. Well then, just help yourself to that torch there. And how, may I ask, are you planning to use it? I can use it as a weapon, or to set things on fire, and it's a secret. We'll say that. I see. Well then, do as you please. There are plenty of monsters ahead of here, though. Remember that you can use that as a weapon if you need be. However, do not just swing it around without purpose. You must face your opponent and lock your sights on them. And we can lock on basically Z targeting with the left stick, and it's the same as any other Zelda game. Link will face forward, move left and right, backwards, and forwards in this same stance. It's pretty normal Zelda stuff going on. If we hold right, we can use the right stick to swap between our tree branches and our torches, and torches can be used to catch fire. Easy there. And so we have a torch that can blow in the wind and it can set things on fire. But when it's lit, you cannot use it as a weapon. And we're able to do that with other things as well, like bows and arrows and shields once we have access to them. And this is a woodcutter's axe. And you can also throw weapons at enemies as well. Like if something's about to break, I would advise doing just that. Can I hit this? And it's actually badly damaged already. Yeah, I kind of figured that was going to happen. Actually want to pull out our axe here. and we can actually chop down the tree. And we'll get an apple. Link.
Link,
Oh, she's talking. What am I doing?
head for the point marked on the map in your Sheikah slate.
Alright, you mysterious voice. I don't know who you are, but so main quest objective, follow the Sheikah slate. And there's actually not a whole lot of main quest stuff going on here as well. So we can actually chop down trees and things like that as we make our way around the grand area of the Great Plateau. And this is only 1% of the entire game. And this is a brand new enemy. This is a Bokoblin. And if they jump in the air, you can knock them down. And a lot of enemies use I was going to say, they use the same mechanics as your character when they fall. This is a Bokoblin Fang and a Bokoblin Horn. Yeah, there's very ragdoll characteristics of the game. Kind of makes it kind of fun and cute all at the same time. It's pretty neat. First things first, I want to head in here actually and make our way through here. There's nothing to grab here. But there is another Bokoblin sitting right over here in front of us. So let's go take him out. And he's got a brand new weapon, actually, that we can use. And let's go and take him out, breaking 2 twigs. And this is a Boko Club. And it's made by the Bokoblins that we can pick up and use if we need to. And once you find an item, you'll never see that same cutscene that you saw the first time where it actually gives us a description of the item itself. And these guys will take them out in pretty much one go. Pretty easy. And there's a chest up here, so let's say we open it. And inside of it is Hylian trousers. So let's say we change our pants and get a little bit more defense. And the pants look a little better now, don't they? They look a little more natural, I should say. And I know the strange voice asked us to go over to where that mark is on our Sheikah slate, and you see the compass in the bottom, and you see that flashing dot is pointing over in that direction. And you actually press the minus button. This will pull up your entire map of Hyrule, and this is the Shrine of Resurrection, and this is the waypoint that we need to find. And so we can actually head in here, and if we make our way inside, actually I don't think there's anything here, but we can search this old thing here. This is an ancient spring, and we'll learn a little bit more about what those guys are a little bit later on, but for now I think we'll just leave them be, and we'll make our way up in here. And these guys are kind of scattered around all over the place. And you can search them and get some things like ancient gears and screws. So obviously these things are pretty old. If they're ancient, I mean, that's what ancient means, right? So something up with these guys. And you can also sneak around enemies and not catch their attention. And some parts of the game will require you to use stealth. Until then, we do not need to worry about it. And we got a pot here. Actually, here's a chest. So let's open up this chest, and inside of it is a traveler's bow. And then we can attack with the bow here, but we don't have any arrows, so it's kind of no use. And if we do this, there's nothing inside. Oh, but there is an arrow. So now we can technically shoot our arrows, and then we have 5 more. And there's different kinds of weapons. There's these short weapons like this that are one-handed, and then there's 2-handed weapons which are a little bit heavier, and you cannot use a shield while carrying 2-handed weapons. And but usually they have a longer range, and you can do different attacks. So like if you hold Y, Link will perform a spin attack, and it'll use part of his stamina. If you hold these here, Link will start to spin around, just like that, and you can do lots of damage. And if you let go, Link, during the spin attack here, he'll drop and do kind of an attack like that. And we can walk over here and look up to the statue of the goddess. The goddess statue smiles upon you. And what's strange, and if you haven't noticed, this is the exact same statue from Skyward Sword. Well, I mean, it's not the exact same statue, obviously. But, it is a replica because obviously that statue was a lot taller. And So if you're into Zelda lore, you know that the original Temple of Time was built over the original statue of the goddess. However, this is not the same Temple of Time, because if you noticed in Twilight Princess, which comes before this game on the timeline, it's actually been destroyed, or it's kind of in decay, and so this is a brand new one. So the Temple of Time, or the old one, is in this game is actually in a different location, and we'll be finding that much later on. But for right now, let's say we head over to that dot on the Sheikah slate given to us by the mysterious voice that we've been hearing. And I'm going to be surprised if she contacted us again in a bit. And let's actually chop down this tree and get all the apples from it. And then we can also collect some wood. Wood's going to be kind of important later on. And this is a Hyrule herb. This is how the herb grows on the ground. You can pick it up. And there's some more actually right here. So let's actually grab those. And this is a new enemy. This is a Chew. They come in different forms. But right now all we're going to see is the blue one, because we're in grasslands. But once we hit different areas, like, they can have different forms of, like, I wouldn't say matter. It's not really the right word for it. But they can hold different forms. And you'll be able to tell that by their color. So if we look up here, there's these guys on the hill. And we can actually shoot them with our bow. Oop, and that's a headshot. If you perform a headshot on enemies, like with a bow and arrow, it'll deal twice the damage and actually take them out instantly. It's pretty sweet. And there's an arrow that we can pick up, and I'm sure they drop some arrows as well. And some bows. And if you look here, it's a Boko Blow. It does a little bit less damage. And to swap your bows, you have to draw it first, and then you hit the same button as the swords, and then you can scroll between them. And if you want to let go of your arrow, you just press B, and Link will drop it. And well, here's another Bokoblin, but this time he has a shield. And you can do jumps and flips and stuff by pressing the X button. And if you execute a dodge perfectly, Link will actually go into slow motion, and we would do flurry attacks. And this got us a Traveler Sword and a Boko Shield. So with that, let's equip our new sword and grab our shield, and then go ahead and take him out and finish him off. And grab the Boko Flang. Boko Flang? Boko Fang. And it appears this dot is right up here. So let's say we go ahead and check out what's going on up here. Place the Sheikah slate into the pedestal. Alright then, I guess it'll just fit right in there, won't it? Place it up there. Looks like it accepted it. Sheikah Tower activated. Please watch for falling rocks. This doesn't look good. It appears the towers have spread up all over the land. And this is the Great Plateau Tower. Distilling local information. If you look, it appears this section of our map has now been filled in. Regional map extracted.
Try to remember. You have been asleep for the past 100 years. The beast. When the beast regains its true power, this world will face its end. Now then, you must hurry, Link. Before it's too late.
Alrighty guys, so apparently we've been asleep for the past 100 years. So, apparently a lot of things have happened during that amount of time, as we can probably tell based on, how that, beast got there over that castle. So, and, someone's calling us? Oh look, it's the old man. My, it would seem we have quite the enigma here. This tower and others just like it have erupted across the land, one after another. It's almost as though a long dormant power has awoken quite suddenly. If you don't mind me asking, did anything occur while you were atop that tower? Yeah, I heard a voice. Well now, a voice, you say. And did you happen to recognize this mysterious voice? No, I can't say that I did. I see. Well, that is unfortunate. I assume you caught sight of the atrocity enshrouding the castle, excuse me. That is Calamity Ganon. 100 years ago, the vile entity brought the kingdom of Hyrule to ruin. It appeared suddenly and destroyed everything in its path. So many innocent lives were lost in the wake. For a century, the very symbol of our kingdom, Hyrule Castle, has managed to contain the evil, but just barely. There it festers, building its strength for the moment it will unleash its blight upon the land once again. It would appear that that moment is fast approaching. I must ask you, courageous one, do you intend to make your way to that castle? I do. I had a feeling you would say that. Here, on this isolated plateau, we are surrounded on all sides by steep cliffs, with no way down. If you were trying to jump off, well, no death could be more certain, or more foolish. Of course, if you had a paraglider like mine, that would be quite another story. Paraglider? Oh, piqued your interest, have I? Yes, I didn't come soaring down here on my own feathery wings, you know. Worry not. I'll happily agree to give you my paraglider, but not for nothing. Let's see now. How about I trade it for a bit of treasure that slumbers nearby? And we can press the plus button to open our adventure log. Come, let me show you something. And we have a new quest on the isolated plateau, so we can actually make our way up here. And we're going to have to wait for him to make his way up here, of course. And once he stops, we can speak to him once again. And he's quite tall, actually. Do you see that structure over there? The one with the strange light? Hold on. You mean that one right there? It began glowing at the exact moment those towers rose from the ground. I would think such a place might have some sort of treasure, wouldn't you? Treasure for a paraglider. A fair exchange, I believe. Alrighty, so let's say we go over there and check it out. Because we really need that paraglider, especially if we're gonna head over to the castle over there. Though, maybe heading there directly after getting off the plateau here is probably a bad idea. So, let's say we just swim over there real quick, and it's probably quicker if we dash over there. But you don't want to run out of stamina while in the water, because that can end very poorly for you. Link won't drown, but he'll lose a heart as he sinks, and you'll start all the way back from the beginning. So, let's walk up here, and, well, here's a chest with EX, because we have the DLC. If we open up this chest, it contains a ruby. Pretty sweet. And, this has the same thing that was inside the Shrine of Resurrection, so if we put our Sheikah Slate up to it, we can activate the Sheikah Slate confirmed. And this platform will light up blue. Travel gate registered to map. I wonder what that means. Access granted. And this thing's now going to open up, and it doesn't look very big, but it does have a platform here, and we can examine it. And it's actually going to take us down into the shrine itself. So these, my friends, are shrines. These are basically miniature dungeons within the game, because there aren't actually like real dungeons like an actual Zelda game, but instead they have 120 of these. To you who sets foot in the shrine, I am Amon Au. In the name of the goddess Halia, I offer this trial. Yeah, I'm not going to try to pronounce their names anymore, but this is the Magnesis trial. So let's put our Sheikah Slate in here. And there's actually 4 shrines on the Great Plateau. Sheikah Slate authenticated, distilling rune. And they're actually able to be completed in any order, but we're going to go in this order here just because it's easiest. Especially because this one is the closest. And well, if we look, we've got the Magnesis rune, and we can manipulate metallic objects. Rune extracted, and we can basically move them freely. And we can press the left trigger, or the left bumper actually, to pull out our Sheikah Slate, and we can press up. And there's only one right now, but there will be more that we can get later. We can simply pick this up, and I guess we could go over the wall with it, because why not? So just drop you over there, and we can actually head down. And there's a ladder in case we need to get back up, but no worries, we probably won't need to do that. And also in this game, Link can jump by pressing X, so just keep that in mind. And let's say we grab this block here. Thought we may need that platform a little bit later on. It turns out probably not the case. So we can actually plow over all these things here. And here's our brand new enemy. This is a Guardian. Oh lord, what's their names? They're pretty easy to take out. You can take them out with a sword, a bow. If you shoot them in the little eye, the little blue circle there, you can take those guys out, and they're pretty easy to take care of. And I cannot remember the name of these guys at all. They are Guardian Scouts. That's the okay. Yeah, that's right. So I have my guide here. Not that I need it. I played this game like at least 3 times, so I know quite a bit about it. I probably played this the most out of any Zelda game. And ooh, actually, there's a chest up there, and we could, and since it's metallic, we can actually grab onto it and pull it closer. And if we open it up, inside of it is another traveler's bow. Sweet. I think there's another chest in here. I could be wrong, but I also could not be. Let me check just to make sure. No, there's not one down there in the water. So if we look on our map, we should be able to tell. Yep. So if the trial name, or the name of the trial, has a chest by it, that means you've collected all the chests. And we will be wanting to do that here in this game. Now, there's, well actually, no, we'll probably talk about that a little bit later. So this indicates that you are at the end of a shrine. You will see a Sheikah monk at the end, and you can press A to examine it. And this is what will happen. The barrier will break. You have proven to possess the resolve of a true hero. Really? Just from that? Okay. I am, whoever you are, the creator of this trial. I am a humble monk, blessed with the sight of the goddess Hylia and dedicated to helping those who seek to defeat Ganon. With your arrival, my duty is now fulfilled. In the name of the goddess Hylia, allow me to bestow this gift upon you. Please accept this spirit orb. A symbol of courage given to those who have overcome the challenges of a shrine. And now we have one. May the goddess smile upon you. As she disappears.
Oh!
And there's our old man friend again. Seems you managed to get your hands on a spirit orb. Well done. How did you know that? Clairvoyance. Or perhaps just something similar. As one gets older, it becomes more difficult to see what's right before one's own eyes. However, that which was once hidden from view can often be crystal clear. But perhaps that is not true for everyone. The appearance of those towers and the awakening of the shrine. It's all connected to that Sheikah slate you carry on your hip there. What do you mean? It's been quite some time since I've seen that Sheikah slate. Long ago, a highly advanced tribe known as the Sheikah inhabited these lands. The great power of their wisdom saved the kingdom time and time again. But their ancient technology disappeared long ago, or so it was said. It is interesting, however, to think how something like this survived all this time, hidden away in a shrine. These shrines are tucked away in numerous places all across the land. On this plateau alone, I believe there are still 3 more. Bring me the treasure from each of those shrines, and I'll give you my paraglider. But that wasn't the deal. Well, I suppose I changed my mind. I'm sure that won't be a problem for a young go-getter like you. Since I'm feeling generous, I'll also teach you a trick for finding shrines. It's always best to survey the area by looking around from a high point. Let's see here. How about you make your way to the top of that tower again? Are you joking? I have to climb it? I'm afraid not. But do not worry. I have another little trick to share with you for your effort. Take a look at the map on your Sheikah slate. You see the blue icons? You should recognize the cave where you awoke, the shrine you came from, and the tower. Yes, we can see that. You can travel instantly to any of those places with the Sheikah slate. So, teleportation. Nice. Or so I heard quite some time ago. I do not know if it actually works as such. So we can actually teleport, or you can be really cool and go climb it, but we don't have time for that, and I'm messing up my buttons. And we can press A to travel, and we'll teleport immediately to the top of the tower. And one quick thing, guys, I remember this a long time ago, after I played the game the second time, I was going to do a master mode and no teleportation challenge. That's got to be one of the worst mistakes I think I've ever made in my entire life. Don't ever do that. Save yourself, like, a lot of pain. And here we are, back on the Great Plateau Tower. Surprised it took you so long to catch up with an old man like me. How did you leave an old man to his secrets? Now then, I wanted you to join me up here so you get a vantage point to search for shrines. Did you know that about the scope on your Sheikah slate? Sheikah slate. There we go. Look through it. You can stick a pin anywhere you'd like to mark on the map. Scope things out. We press the right stick down and then press A. Depends on your map serve as reference points for your travel. Just stick a pin anywhere you're interested in. How do you know? Experience, wisdom, instinct? Call it what you will and believe it only if you so please. Go ahead and take a look if you feel so inclined to do so. And I totally botched that last sentence, but that's okay. So we press the stick, we can actually scope out the land, and actually there's a tower up there, but we probably won't go to that yet. But there's shrine number 1, and it'll actually show you on the bottom corner of your map where you mark that pin. I believe there's another one probably over here somewhere, right? Right, or am I wrong? Actually, oop, there's another one right up there. And then let's move around. Try not to fall off though. And yes, there's another one right there. So let's say we climb our way back down and then make our way over there. Now these videos are going to be about anywhere from 45 to an hour, 45 minutes to an hour long, because this game is quite large and there's lots of things to do in one episode. So I reckon we ought to just like complete it all in like 45 minutes to an hour for these episodes, because I know with like Twilight Princess, I know some of my videos did get that long, but I like to keep them about 25 to 30 minutes. But in this game, since everything's so long, I would rather make it about 45 minutes to an hour per episode, probably leaning more towards the hour. So actually, let's sneak around here behind these bokoblins here, and climb up this way and get kind of a vantage point. And actually, if we look here, there's a boulder that we can push, and if we push it down off of here, there's some barrels there with some dynamite, and we'll take both of these guys out instantly. And I don't want to push that, thank you, but these guys are dead, and we can grab their clubs, everything like that. They actually have another horn here. Make sure you collect all the enemy drops as well. They're going to be quite important. If we search this, we got some seared steak. And you see a campfire? You can pass time by the fire. Sit by the fire until morning, noon, or night. And so you can do that with any fires. And with the stacks of wood that we've been collecting, once you get a certain item or items, you can actually create your own fires and you can use it to pass the time. But right now we don't actually need to do that, so let's continue on our way. And I actually want to get up here behind this here, and if you press the left stick down, you will actually crouch and make it easier sneaking up on foes, and your footsteps will be quieter. So if you look in the bottom right corner of the screen, you can see the time, the weather, how loud your footsteps are, and also the temperature. So let's pull out our bow and arrow and wait for this guy to turn around and look at us. Come on, buddy, you know you want to look at me. And I just want to take him out real fast. So come on, friend, you know you want to look at me. Alrighty, that's close enough. And there we go, headshot, booyah. Done and done. So see this lantern on a string? If we hit the string, we should be set. Hit the string, and it's gonna blow up the entire inside. And a lot of those guys are dead, but there's another one out there. That is a blue bokoblin. And they're a little stronger than the red ones. Their red counterparts. And this is also a spiked boko club. It does 12 damage. We may actually want to use that right now because once they start losing a weapon, they'll start using their fist. And oops, there's another chest that's opened. So these camps may have chests on the inside. Once you defeat all the enemies, you actually get their chest, their loot, and we can't carry any more weapons, and that's gone. So let's get rid of this twig and just throw it and pick up the boko club instead. And you can actually get it off fire, and we'll pick up this since it is stronger. So let's climb up here and open up this chest, and inside of it is some fire arrows. So with those arrows we can set things on fire, but also that's one of the items that you can use to create a campfire. So just throw out a thing of wood, and also to throw out items, you go into your inventory, press X to hold, and then press A. Or if you want to stop holding, press X and just press A and then press hold. And once you do that, Link will be holding it, and then you can either put it away, throw it far away, throw it near, and then simply drop it. And then say if you shoot it with your fire arrows, you can also change arrows using the left stick here. Or so like right on the D-pad is to change your bow, so left is to change your arrows. If you shot it with a fire arrow, it would create a campfire. Also, if you have a sword and shield out, you press left, that's your shield. Same thing with the arrows kind of thing there. So actually, let's run up here and we'll make a left and head towards that shrine over there. And I think we can complete that shrine and then maybe able to call it an episode. So let's actually make our way up here, and it is becoming nighttime as well. Not that we really need to worry about that just yet. And actually, yeah, there's a shrine right in front of us. Now, if this was master mode, there would be a giant, like I think it's a white Lionel up here, and those guys are awful. We'll learn more about those enemies a little bit later on once we actually come across one. But I thought I'd just mention the name, just so, I don't know, just because. But we'll show you guys one of those a little bit later on, and we can grab the screws from these guys. And so let's head in here and make our way into this area. So once we actually make our way in here, this guy is going to apparently still be active. And he's going to be very active, and he's actually going to target onto us. And so run behind this wall, because if not, he will shoot a giant laser at you. Or if you're really good at the game, you can press A or not. I just failed miserably. Wow, first episode, guys, and I'm already dead. Sweet. I did not time that right. If you can time it right, you can press A, and when you hold your shield up, he'll actually reflect the laser back at him, and it will take him out instantly. But stupid me isn't very good at it. And we're probably gonna get the same cutscene again. Yeah, the same thing. I don't want to see it again, but guess I'm gonna have to. So you know, we're just gonna avoid him for now. You're gonna want to avoid any guys like that for right now, because we are nowhere near strong enough to take them on, head on at least. And I'm up here, and let me tell you, they will target on you from literally anywhere and everywhere. There is no escaping these guys. But we can open this chest while he's targeting onto us, and nothing's gonna happen. And we get a Nintendo Switch shirt, and this is an expansion pass bonus. It's a rather rare find, so wear it with pride. I could put this on, but I don't really like the look of it, so we're just gonna keep the old shirt. And so here's another shrine. And once you activate the shrine here, even though you may not complete the shrine, you can still warp here whenever you want. And we can also skip these cutscenes now, and probably what we're going to do. And also one more thing, once you can also zoom in your map and zoom out with the right stick. Once you've completed a shrine, it will appear the blue circle with a blue inside. But like for this one, for example, it's got a blue circle, means you've discovered it and activated it. The outside circle will go from orange to blue once you've activated the travel point, but the orange on the inside means that you've not completed the shrine yet. I don't know if that made sense, so let me know in the comments if that actually, my description of that made sense. If not, I'll try to explain it a little bit better in a coming episode. Anyway, now that we're here, we'll also skip this cutscene as well. And this is the bomb trial, so if you can tell, we're going to get another rune, and all 4 of the shrines on here give us a new rune. And I don't care about giving me the rune, thanks. Thanks for giving it to me, but I don't need your description. And once we collect these 4 different shrines and their runes, there's not actually any more runes that we can get. Well, excuse me, there actually is one more that we can get. There's an amiibo one over there on the end that you can use your amiibo for, and these are the rune extracted. And so basically we get bombs from the beginning of the game, along with bow and arrows. It's different from any other Zelda game you've ever played. So if you press up and scroll right, you can change your runes very quickly. You throw bombs, and they're not actually like got a fuse. You just press the left stick to detonate them, and there they go. And then we have circular bombs, but we also have square bombs. Square bombs sit more in place. They don't roll, so Those are for something more when you want to plant a bomb and then let it explode. And it's a chest, so let's open that up. Once we open it up, we get a Traveler's Claymore. But our inventory's full. Sweet. Let's drop one of the Boko clubs and pick this bad boy up. And this is the Traveler's Claymore. It's also a two-handed weapon, so it's really big. And but I want to actually keep our spiked Boko club. So plant the bomb here, run away, detonate it, and make sure you're far enough away from the blast, or Link will get caught in it and he will take some damage. Now, when you have bombs that you don't want to move, use the square ones, like I mentioned before. Or if you need some that are use more physics, then by all means use. Now, once you got that without having to actually put it on the platform. So that's kind of cool. I was expecting Link to jump just then, and I forget that you actually have to make Link jump to the X button. But if you need any with physics, see, like this shows you an example. This one has a ball, and so you obviously don't want to use the square one. Also, if you stand on one of these, Link will actually get launched over into the air and land on this platform. So we can open up this chest and grab some amber, which is kind of like the ruby. They don't have much uses except for you can sell them to gain rubies, different things like that. And so, obviously with that in mind, we want to swap to our circular bomb here. Drop it in here, let it roll down, and let it get launched over to the other side. And once it's over there, blow it up, and all the boulders are gone. And that's going to do it all for this shrine. Super simple. All these shrines really do are just showing you the mechanics of each of your runes that you'll be using throughout the game. And let me tell you, you use these runes a lot. So we can open up this area here of the shrine and finish it off and get our spirit orb. Now every shrine will give you a spirit orb, and they'll just about say the same thing at the beginning of every shrine. We're going to skip over that, and they kind of smile upon you and they'll disappear. We're going to skip that as well, just because there's no need for us to look at that again. And if you look in the top right here on this screen, monsters thrive at nighttime, as do other things that can make adventuring dangerous. If you're alone hearts at night, find a campfire and lay low till morning. Let's never do that, by the way. So the right shows you how many hearts you have, how much stamina, how many spirit orbs you have on you. And these are new enemies. These are Boko skeletons. So to take these guys out, you're going to want to knock their heads off their body, and then take them out that way. Boko club, can't really carry any more weapons. And this is a Boko arm. Skeletal arm that keeps moving even after it's severed from its body. It's kind of gross to strap it to your back, but it'll do in a pinch. It's old and fragile, so it's quick to break. So you can use them as swords. Is that a traveler's sword? Yes, it is. So let's get rid of this Boko club. Take the traveler's sword. And actually, with that, I think that's gonna do it all for this episode here, guys. The very first episode of our brand new series. So if you guys like this part, a like rating would be greatly appreciated. It helps out the channel a lot. And if you want to see more content like this, please do consider subscribing. But once again, guys, my name is Connor. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.